everyone. Welcome to our Educator Spotlight series hosted by Teachers Cultivating Compassion in Schools. This community, founded by Grok the World, supports educators in fostering emotional intelligence and meaningful connection. In each episode, we'll feature educators, coaches, and facilitators who are making a difference in education. We'll explore their insights, experiences, and how we can create more compassionate learning environments together. Today, I'm chatting with Lucia Peralta, the founder of You and I Verses, an educator and children's author whose work centers on creativity, emotional expression, and self-worth. I'm excited to learn about her journey and the heart behind her work. So thank you for being with us, Lucy.
Thank you so much for having me, Jen. I appreciate it.
Of course. I'd love to know a little bit more about you and the work that you're doing.
Thank you so much. Well, hello, everybody. I'm originally from Uruguay, and that's where it all started.
Yeah.
Pretty much my love for teaching. I went on a vacation to my home country, and that's when I started teaching my little cousin, his homework, just helping him. His older cousin was kind of like, you know what, you're really good at this. Like, why don't you do this? And at that time, I was going through a transition, leaving corporate America. Long story short, I got certified. I got the job at the school. I started tutoring online that same week that he advised me to do it. And I'm telling you, like, this advice came from a 13-year-old, not a 40-year-old, you know? So it was like kids have always had a way to, be messengers of like love and like, just pure love, I guess. And he's the reason 100% that I got into this. Being a teacher didn't only, help the students, I guess. I learned more, I feel, from them at one point than they were learning from me. And it was just like that journey of letting myself unlearn and relearn things that I was taught as a child, that were, the best that the adults in my life could do at that time with what they had. But now knowing all the things that are really in the core of our hearts and our minds, it really took things to another, level for me. And I love what I do. I feel like I show up in a space and I say to myself, like, okay, I either want to leave it, either the same high vibe that it is, or if not, make it a little bit better, and if that doesn't happen, then that's okay too, but I'm trying my best to be a self, aware individual that can lead others in that same light. So yeah, it's a little bit about me. I could keep rambling, so let me stop talking.
Not at all. I love listening to it. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that story.
Thank you.
I'd love to hear more about like the project that you're currently working on that we were
Oh
talking
yeah.
about still in our messages. I'd love to hear more.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Yes, well, I'm writing a book called Estrellita's Journey. That's the title of the book. And one thing about me, I love space. I love galaxies. I love stars, the moon, the sun, everything like cosmos. I love it because it's not only aesthetically pleasing, I mean, that helps, but it's also the fact that it puts things in perspective, how like we're really just like a speck in what is out there, right? So I've written a book that's centered, about space and a little star that's, trying to find her way up there. And it's like super intimidating because there's so many like beautiful things and entities like that have over the time like developed, right? And she's just like a newborn star and she's like, wow, like I'm not shining like that, and then she starts meeting, people, well, not people, but like nebulas and the aurora lights, and they all start showing her like different ways that she can bring out that shine in herself.
Oh,
Yes. And yeah, a lot of values in terms of believing in yourself and not being scared of shining your own light, and also community, because it's not, we need people, we really do. And sometimes like we feel like, oh, I got this, I could do it on my own, and that attitude, like, it's good, right? You do need a sort of level of independence, but you also need community and people that can help you carry that vision.
Absolutely. Yeah, that aligns so well with the work that we do at Grok because we have these universal human needs like community and belonging and
Mm.
being heard and being seen. And I feel like all of those values are being written about in your book. So I'm so excited to see it when you're ready to release it.
Yes, absolutely. I have a team. That's another thing, if I could talk about that, because that's very close to my heart.
Yeah.
We have a team of 5 women,
Yeah.
including myself, that are, working on the book. I'm the author, but then
Mhm.
I have the illustrator. Her name is Susan. She's a lovely British lady, living here in Broward also. And we
Cool.
met through a friend of a friend. It's like the universe just kind of starts putting all these people in your path, right? So she's the illustrator. Then I have my sister. She's the customer service, runs the website for the blog management and all that good stuff. I have my friend Lauren. She's the community wellness expert. So we're gonna launch also like a text messaging slash email subscription service for parents, right? That are either like alone or they don't really know how to maneuver certain things. And just like free mental health advice. And then I have Mona, which was my boss. This is like a full circle moment. She was my boss at corporate America, where I came from, and she's editing the book for me. So
Wow.
yeah, so
Full
it's
circle.
like very special. So that's why we don't have like a set date. And I told all of them, I was like, I don't have a time frame for this. I just know like by the end of next year, hopefully, I would love it for it to come out. But the vibe is very like go with the flow. We just
Yeah.
like get creative. And who
Yeah.
knows, like maybe it comes out sooner, but
Cool.
for now, yeah, we're doing that. So
Yeah,
it's
well, I
very
can't wait.
special.
Well, when the time is right, I can't wait to look into it. That's really,
Thank you
and
so
I love
much.
how you're working in community with this group of people that you've worked with before and that you care about. It's like a whole collaborative effort. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. And the last question I have for you is what would you most like the educators in our audience to know or take away from your work?
Instead of screaming at a child, or getting violent, or just saying things like that, it would be nice to make the child kind of think about what they're doing, but also through your energy and through how you model your conversations, they pick up on that more than what you would tell them, right?
Mhm.
So I guess my the core message would be lead by example. And
Yeah.
not be scared of anything that can open up from that, because it's a beautiful world, honestly.
Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
well, I got the chills. Thank,
Aw,
thank you so much for sharing your heart and your work with us, Lucy.
thank
And
you.
so great to get to know you and follow your work. We'll keep an eye on what you're doing and we'll
Absolutely.
be in touch. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Jen. Bye, everybody.
Bye.